Lisa, good to see you. Happy New Year's. Well, it's not yet, but soon. It's been a great day of streams. I've really enjoyed it. I haven't really been into chat much, but because I've been working on my stuff, trying to get organized and set up for today so I don't spend too much time fiddling around. Hey Amy, good to see you. Linda. Eileen. Yes, Happy New Year. Creative play every day. PM, Brenda, Sharon, Gilly, Carol, CB, Peggy, Mina. Good to see you all. It's been a great day for streams. Awesome. Everybody's doing such a wide range of things. It's been awesome. So you've got a whole lot of people, new people probably, to subscribe to. That's awesome. I see some new people here. Leanne and Katina, Connie, Patricia, Brenda. Hi, good to see you. Sharon, this is great. So today I've finished my art file folder for the year, so I thought I would do a cover for it. So I'll show you that in a minute, and then we'll flip through it. And did I bring that other book? And I thought I would use some of my what would you call them? Eco print slash embossed. The ones I put through the embossing machine and squished them with ink on them. I thought I would put some of these on my cover. And then add some napkins, maybe some stenciling, a little of this, a little of that. Hey Dorothy, Kim, Anne, Rachel, Crafty Shabby Shack, Jude. Good to see you all. Carol, Patricia. Yeah, so I don't know if you remember this, and I've got quite a few videos on this, these things. I thought I would use up some of my, the ones that have been put on rice paper, because they're fairly thin. Mind you, rice paper is fairly sturdy. Hey Mary, thank you so much for organizing this. I know it's a lot to do, but we thank you so much. So I thought I would use some of these. And what I'm thinking, I've got a ton of these. I do have some different, let's see. Got some of these. And what I have done, let's see. I've made two covers. This is going to be my front and back cover to my book, my journal. And what I'm thinking of doing, this is all the 12 months, so, and I've already bound it, and I bound it with fibers. I don't know what this, it's a ribbon. So I just love the ribbon, so I thought, well, why not use it instead of just plain old wax thread. So I like the look of that. Originally I was going to cover the spine, but I like the look of it, so I've been figuring out how can I keep the spine without covering it. So I've put, this is actually primed canvas. I got it by the roll, and I could put it down and glue it onto the bottom part of the, so it'll go on like this. So that will glue on to the bottom part so we can still open it like that. And that way I can still keep my spine. Yeah, I love that. I left the roll upstairs. You can get them in different colors. And I thought this one matched pretty well with what I have in this journal. So we'll look at that as soon as we're done the journal. But what I'm thinking is, because it's from January to December, I kind of would like to do it in kind of a seasonal theme. So that's what I'm going to do. So I've already cut the canvas, put it on, this is chipboard. So I've already glued it onto the chipboard, so it's already dry. And then I've got all kinds of, like I said, my own prints and stuff that we can use. And I thought, well, let's think of colors. I'm kind of thinking about what Dede said. If you haven't seen Dede's stream, go check that out. She has a great idea for colors for each month. So for me, January till about March is usually blues, yellows, grays, maybe a little bit of purple, that type of thing. So this has got green in it, so I'm not going to put green. But we can separate these, like this would work for winter. Butterflies definitely not, and that's not. That'll be summer. This would be winter. I think I got that from Zandra. And then I separated some of these for color. So this could be fall. Lots of oranges, greens, a little bit of pink in there. And we can play with these. And this could be spring or summer. Spring I associate pinks, light blues, mauves, that type of thing. So we could use this for spring. I might even incorporate spring and summer together. And then winter. Here's another one that's pretty. This could be spring too, or summer. These turned out lovely. I love these, and I love doing them. So it's actually using actual foliage from my garden. And what I do is put archival ink over top of them. So I just roughly put a layer of archival ink on it, spray it with just a mist of water, and then I run it through my Big Shot embosser, and it embosses the form of the plant, and you can get the juices from the plant coming out. And they've never, I have some that are like 2 years old, and they've never faded. Squishing leaves in the Big Shot. Yes, it is. You love that, don't you, Eileen? But you get some awesome color combinations. Like, look at that. And then you see the veining in there, and it's just awesome. So there's quite a few videos last summer, this summer, that I've done it. I think I called it eco printing or faux winkle printing or something like that. This is grasses that I did. Some more. Depends how much ink and water you put. This is on rice paper too. You get more of a beautiful print from the rice paper, and it's both sides, which is really good. One side might be a little bit lighter than the other. Depends on how much ink and water you put on it. This is one I did this summer. That was a weed, and I just put a bunch of green and plum, I think it was. Some inks. These two are great. These are the jelly print ones that I do on with acrylic paint and my gel print. So they're fun to do also. So I thought, well, let's see what we can do here. So I'm going to put some of these aside. I think those will go on top. And I also have pressed my own flowers. So we could actually do some of these on here too. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use tissue paper and glue it onto it with the tissue paper on top, and that way it keeps it flat. But let's put some of these things on. So I'm going to have winter, spring, summer, and then fall. It's good to see everyone. Have you enjoyed all the awesomeness of the streams? It's such a wide variety of what everybody's doing, so many different things. It was so fun to watch. And I believe Meri's going to have a playlist for us after we're all done. So this would actually be nice. And I'm going to just use matte medium. Where is it? I keep it in a big bottle instead of the jar. It's easier. Let's see. And you could put all kinds of stuff if you want. Cut out collage. You could draw, stamp, whatever. The playlist is live. I add to it when the people... Oh, okay. Awesome. You're right on it, aren't you? I don't know how you're still awake. I'd be gone. My glue brush. So what I like to do, if you want to just take sections of this, I like to just take a round brush and just wet it. And then you can tear it the way you want. Sometimes it's nicer to have an uneven rip than a square or a straight line. It just looks a little nicer to me anyways. You might like the other way, but each to your own. And I'm going to put it over the edge because I want to fold it over. So I'm just going to slap on some of this. This is just matte medium, fluid matte medium. And just put it over. And then I like to, from the middle, stroke it out. That way you don't get as many wrinkles in your paper. But if you like wrinkles, that's good too. Sometimes it's nice to have some texture, but you want it good and glued down, especially when it's a cover, because you don't want it ripping. So let's just do that for now, and then let's see. Maybe a little bit of this tissue. I believe this is from Zandra. I'm just going to tear some off. And let's see. Not sure how big I want it, but we'll put it some over here. You could even put it backwards if you don't want it to be too in your face. We'll see. I could always make it go back into the background with a little bit of a wash of gesso. So if you think the color is too loud for you, just wash it back with a bit of gesso or watered down acrylic white. So this is winter, this side. And I'll put it over the edge a little bit because I have to remember to have it go around the edge. Okay. And winter. We could actually put some of these leaves here. And do the same thing. Just take a brush and you can kind of draw around the areas that you want. I really like the bluish color here and the grays. So let's see. I'll just wet around those areas and then we'll just tear it. And we could put it up like that. There it is. Some more of that. A little bit more. A smidge of green, but we'll put it over by the spring area, which would be here. Maybe we'll put it halfway. I like to overlap stuff. And maybe one more on the bottom. I like to kind of go in threes with some things. Just makes it more cohesive to the eye. Let's see, a nice blue. A little bit of blue. There. Let's see. Maybe right here. You can put as much or as little as you want on it. Make it yours. do what you want to do. Don't worry about what people are thinking. Just do what you think. What you think looks good. That's all you have to worry about. All right, let's do some of those. Where did I put them? Oh, here they are. See what we can find in the blue parts. Is there any blues here that will work? There's green and blue. I want something more just blue. It's not bad. I have to think about the colors I'm going to use the next time I do this. There's some blues. That's blue. You could kind of go, well, that's a hard one. I don't want to do the hard ones. So let's work with these first along the edge in some of the areas, and then we'll get into the not sure how this rips with if you put water on it or not. Let's try it. I don't want a really straight edge. So I find you can see that more. Let's see if it does anything. Oh yeah, it works. It does have a bit of a grain to the paper. Let's take this off. Don't want it straight. I'm not worried about it ripping at all. Take some of that water out on that medium. And the rice paper is great because it's fairly sheer too. It's not as sheer as some papers, but you still get to see what's behind it, which is nice. Okay. Then let's see, we got a bit of that color, so we could probably put some of these in and start incorporating spring. So let's see. This one's nice. And then I want to put a few of the dried flowers in too. And this is, I believe, a rose leaf that I used. So we could take it half on and half off. No, I haven't seen Xandra at all. Hope everything's okay. Let's see. That. And then I can just take a knife and cut down here. Maybe another one of these. May as well use it up. Has anyone else tried the embossing of plants? Am I the only crazy person that's tried this? It is messy, but it's fun. One down here. Okay, and then maybe, let's see what else we got here. We have this, the greens and the yellows. More of the softer colors. This is pretty. I do like this one. Putting that in water with my roll of paper towels. So put this on. I'm going to put it over the edge again so it folds over a bit. You can do as many or as few layers as you want. This is pretty. Just ripping the edge so it's not so straight. Thanks, Rachel. Right here, I think. This is where the pinks and stuff would be. Spring, summer. I'm just going to put it right over top. Some wrinkles there. A bit more. See, it looks nice when it's even lapping each other. It just looks pretty. And then some yellows, I think. That. Or this one. Or I like this one too. The green or the maybe like that. Or just bits of it. What's the substrate you're working on? What I did is I cut a piece of rolled canvas that I had. It was primed, and then just glued it onto some chipboard. So if you have canvas board, that would work too. You just have to make sure you have the size you want. But I wanted a certain size for my book. You can get the rolled canvas fairly cheap. It's already primed and everything, which is cool. You don't have to bother with it. I think I'll put this over here. Even though it's over top, that's fine. A bit more. You do go through quite a bit of matte medium, but that's okay. You want it fairly stiff, I guess you could say. You don't want something too flimsy unless you want it as like a soft cover wrap type of thing. All right, then let's see, what else can we do here? I need more in here. Let's see. Put this over here. What else could we use? Maybe we need to get out some flowers. Let's see what I got here. I got a big box here that I'm looking through. Oh, I got blue delphiniums. That would work. That. All kinds of leaves. Delphiniums should go here, I think. And some individual ones too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue those on as well as I can. I'm just going to plop a bunch of this on, and it will dry clear. just to keep it in place. And then what you can do is either get a fairly transparent tissue paper, or I know I have some. Where's it? Let's see. I do have some really clear, transparent tissue paper. And what you do is you put a fairly good amount of matte medium around the area that you're going to be doing also. So you want a fair amount. And then you take your tissue paper and just, let's see, about there, and then you just go over top of it and smush it down. Just get inside the flower first when you're doing it. It will break, but as long as you got most of it covered, it'll be able to hold those flowers in place. I think this was the what do they call it? Wet strength tissue paper. It might have been the wrong one to use because it doesn't break. Yeah, I think that's what it was, because it's not even tearing. So it might be too strong. I want it to be more. Let's see. I might be able to pull it up. No. We'll just make do with it, I guess. And I'm just going to tear it, see if it tears. Wow, this stuff's strong. I'm going to take it up. Look at that. This is called wettable tissue. Wet strength tissue, I think they call it. But I want something not as strong, so I'm going to actually use a single ply of napkin. So I want it to break a little bit so it goes into the there. See how it goes into the stems easier? I'm just going to pour it on. That wettable stuff is great for printing on or painting on. If you want to put it through your printer, and once it is on, it is transparent, really transparent, but it's very expensive. I've only seen it available in the UK. let that dry. These are smoke bush flowers. I really like these. Let's see. Could put some right there. These are so flat that you don't need to put anything over top of them. And then I'll just you could put a coat of wax on here too if you wanted to. These are great. I love these. You just fold them or lay them down in between newspapers or a book or whatever and let them dry for a couple weeks, and then you can use them. They kind of remind me of trees. I think I've done a few pictures using them as a tree. So we'll just let that dry. And I think I'm going to just put one of these on. Right here. Let's see. This one here. And maybe that one there along the edge. And then I have some leaves. These are from one of my flowers. I can't remember which one it's called. We'll put some of that on. Where did I put my, there it is. I might have to put the paper on that one now, because it sticks up a little bit. So we'll just take some more of that napkin. See what we can do. I'll just put a bunch on there first, I think. Messy, but it's fun. If I can get most of it covered, then I can tear away bits too. So I could tear that. This could be torn away. Kind of gives it a neat texture too. I like it. Oops. Okay, I got too much on my desk. Oh. There. Kind of like a veil. There. Just kind of get some of those air bubbles out. Kind of looks like wax in a way. We'll see what it looks like once it's dried. It's always good to play. See what you can do. Okay. So I'm going to let those dry. Oh, I was going to put this one on, wasn't I? Yeah, that one there. And then we'll let it dry, and then I'll flip through my book. Show you what we did last year. It was fun. Quite a bit of stuff. Down there. Oh, maybe I won't need the other. Although it kind of looks like it's well, maybe not. Thought it was resisting. I'm going to put a little bit more on, and I think I will put, just in case it was resisting, I'm going to put this on. Kind of like that foggy look. There, and then I'll just tear along the edge, get rid of some of that. Now you could also use paint on this if you don't want all the flowers showing. Tear some of the edge. There. All right. That's going to be cool looking. So it's going to be a lot more see-through once it's dry. It just looks cloudy right now. So once it's dry, you'll see a lot more of the plants. So I'm going to put this over here for now, and then we can take a look at my book. While that's drying. All right. All right, so there's my spine. And it's the palette or pamphlet stitch that I did. And there's 12 signatures. And this is just canvas that I stuck down into that in between here, and those will go underneath those two covers. That way I can keep that exposed instead of covering it up. Okay, so this was last January. And most of these are either on a stream that I did, so you can find all the streams for January. They're all there. There are a bunch of drawings or paintings, whatever, in here also for the membership that we did. And if you're interested in the membership, it's listed down below. There's a membership for YouTube and Patreon. They're both the same. I just have Patreon for those that are unable to view it with their device on YouTube. That was done on music paper, and that's just all acrylics. This one here, it's actually a canvas, as you can see. And this is mixed media, I guess you could say. And I've actually sewn across and down the sides. And this is little snowballs I had from some of the ephemera stuff that I had, in it's probably ribbon or something. And there's threads in here, and there's leaves. This is acrylic, and this was a member's project that we did. So lots of texture on this one. As you can see, threads and all kinds of stuff in the nest. This was, I think this was a member stream also. Stencil work, how to do wood or feathers, little Christmas birds. Yeah, they look like pussy willows. And then this was a stream we did, and it was using oil pastels. I haven't done that in a while, and I do have to get back to that, using the oil pastels. My son gave me a set of schminky. Is it schminky? Oil pastels, so I gotta get doing that. There's another stream we did. And these were all theme oriented depending on the month. That was the stream we did. That was an orchid, one of my orchids. That was scrapbook paper and acrylics. This is a member's stream. That was a stream, little, says North Pole Quick. And then this was a watercolor when we started doing the watercolor. And this is just, I like leaving these so you can write in them when you want. And then it's just a little belly band. Hold more, depending on how much loose papers you have. That was actually a stream for Meri's. What was it called? Fourth video hop or something like that. I can't remember. And it's got the little, it's kind of futuristic looking. That was a stream. And this was this here, down here, was a stream where we did the birdhouse, and it was made out of bits and pieces of scrapbook paper to make the birdhouse, and then I just glued pieces together and then painted it. And then painted this part here. I use a lot of scrapbook paper. That's a watercolor stream we did. Same with that one there. Negative painting we did. How to do clouds in the sky. Different clouds. Little pockets. All my grumpy birds that I like to do. These were all watercolor. And then that was a stream. And there's all printable traceables for the first level and up. All levels get the traceable. Another stream. No, this was a members, and this is actually woven to make the basket. That's actually woven. And then I weaved the ribbon around the handle. That's on scrapbook paper also. The background is scrapbook paper. Oh, welcome, Brenda. That was a stream with a traceable on scrapbook paper again. That was a membership stream using, that's mixed media also, using pattern paper, you know, for making clothes for the wings, and then different jelly prints to make the body. And there's a traceable for that one too. Another stream, traceable available on scrapbook paper. That's why use your scrapbook paper for painting on. It makes fantastic backgrounds. I think I might join the members. Oh, great. I'd love to have you. That was for actually Janet's. She had what was it? Artist cards, I think. That was great. And then I just scaled it down and made the cards. So Zentangling and the combination of acrylic paint. Another background paper from scrapbook paper, and then just painted over top. That was a members stream. And this was a regular stream, and there was a traceable for that one. Oh, this was fun. This one was Dede. Oh, what was it? I can't remember. Was it a challenge that you gave us? And this is actually from a magazine, the background. And I changed the rock so it looked like there was a landing area and windows and stuff. And it was, what if we lived in the dinosaur age? That's what, so, you know, the pterodactyl's a taxi, and that was fun. This was a members, and you got the drawings, and then I used big giant pictures of moths to make their dresses. So it was more or less to make dresses. There's a nice little skirt for her. And there was a few of them. I don't know if I Did I keep them all or not? I think there was a few more of these. Not sure where they went. That was a regular stream with a traceable. And we used jelly print for the vase. Oh, was that it, Rachel? I couldn't remember. It was a whole lot of fun, though. Oh, there they are. There's the other two. That was fun. This was just a regular stream. Again, acrylic paint. That was a member stream. Same with this, I believe, too. That was watercolor stream. That was a members stream. Yeah, this was a members stream also. And I gave you printouts of this to use to make the flowers. That was it. Regular stream, just acrylics. Regular stream, spring. And this was done on a jelly print, one of my floral jelly prints where I use actual flowers and leaves, press them into the gel print, and then I get these prints of the leaves, and then I just added this fairy onto it, and that's all I did. So the whole thing was made it by putting this more or less a silhouette of a fairy, and I think I had a traceable for that one too. That was fun. I really enjoyed doing that. I want to do some more of those. I think that was a stream. Members, possibly. I should write member on it. I don't. Other stream. Traceable. This was a jelly print background again. You can see some of it back here. Little bits and pieces. Another stream. This one is on the back and the front of the envelope, or of the file folder. These are all on file folders. That's the back. This was also a stream. Stream with the traceable. Some more embossed. No, these were the jelly print ones. And I actually added to it by putting in these blue bits and doing a little bit of doodling on it and a little bit of stenciling around it. So you can make it more than what it was. If you're not fussy about the way it's looking, you can always add doodles on it or a little bit of stenciling and it'll spruce it up. Thanks, guys. This was members. I just put this fabric on it because it's pastels, oil pastels, with a little bit of stenciling on it too. It was just about shadows and highlights. I like the hair on that one. It was very easy to do. There's a lot of smudging. Here's another one. This was actually, what do you call it? Deli wrap that I used on the jelly plate. And then I just made these extra things over top of it. Did a little doodling and it made it better. And that way you also get whatever your background is will shine through. So depending on what your background is underneath when you glue it down will depend on how bright or dark it'll look. That was a stream, plus I believe there was a traceable for that one too. That's acrylics. Stream, and that was acrylics. Another stream with a traceable. And that was done on scrapbook paper also. So just paint. And that way you don't have to worry about your background. They're already done for you. This was a members stream. And this was actually so easy to do, but it looks so effective. This is a painted on top of a calendar picture. So it was a sunset calendar picture, and then I just did this silhouette over top. And that was the stream, the chicken, and there's a traceable for that one too. That was fun. This was fun too. This was a Halloween one. I decided to do a girl scarecrow instead of, you always see guy scarecrows, so I decided to do a girl one with a pumpkin head. And there's a traceable for that one too. This is a member stream about negative and positive space. These are from the watercolor Tuesdays that I do. So every Tuesday it's watercolor, and these are the little elf characters that I drew up. And these are my own creations, and there's traceables for these too. And that was the little honey tester. Yeah, they're fun. And there's a traceable for that one. And I actually took the label off of a honey jar and I put it onto this. Oh, thanks, Denise. So that was fun. There's my fairy house, I guess you would call it. And there's a traceable for that one. And that one was also put on a background from, there's a, I can't think of the name of it. It's all about fairies and stuff. There's a, and it's an old paper. And this dream and the border was already on there. And there's a traceable for this one too. More of the negative drawing member. And there's another one of the calendar ones. That was a stream, regular stream. That was fun. And it was, we drew and painted the face, and all this is actual magazine. And then a little bit of doodling here and there. And that one there is a stream, and there's also a traceable for that. And this was painted on top of a jelly print that I had. Okay, and then this was part of a member stream. Negative, again, negative, positive drawing. And I made it into a pocket. And that was a member stream also. And this was watercolor. That's cute. My little Santa's helper. And then that's a stream with a traceable. Just autumn, relaxing, what you want to do. Another stream, a little bit of mixed media. That's that ribbon that I used on this for the binding. That was cute. December, and there's traceables for these guys. That was a stream, and this was a background that I did last year, and so I decided to put the little snowman in the what do you call it, gingerbread woman there. That was an acrylic painting I did last year. I actually did a couple of those. And then that's a watercolor we did. There's the traceable for that one. And that's my little Santa, and it's got all kinds of stuff on it. The Kleenex, this is all Kleenex, rolled Kleenex to make his beard. And there's trim on there. It's very mixed media. Cardboard. That was fun. I really like doing that. I haven't done that in a long time. And then there's just a little area to put notes in. I'll probably do that this weekend. And then this was a members stream, and it's about hidden pockets. So you can do hidden pockets on a page if you want to write something in it and do your own thing without worrying about people seeing your stuff. And then that was that. And that's the end. And then, where did I put those? I had a couple. And that's what we did. Member stream last week. And that'll go probably right there. And then last Thursday we did this one. That was all done on, well, this was done on actual scrapbook paper too. And the whole background here is the scrapbook color paper, and then I just painted over top, mostly on the bottom, put the trees in, that type of thing. And there's a, you don't need a traceable for that one, you just make up your own trees. And that's it. And then my covers. And then I'm done. And that's the end of my, oh, thanks, Charlie. And then I'm done, my book. Can't believe it. Oh, actually, I should show you my, did I bring it down? Let me see. My watercolor book is done too. Do you want to see that? I do have that done. I think that's upstairs. I can run upstairs and get it though if you want to see it. You have a little bit of time. Show and tell. Okay, I'll go get it. Just hold on. It must be down here somewhere. I got so much stuff in here, it isn't funny. You should see my room. Just hold on, it might surface. my gosh. Can't be far. I remember seeing it thinking, oh, I should bring that down. Oh, there it is. All right. All right. Yeah, show and tell. So this is my sketchbook, and now it took me a few years because I didn't do a whole lot of watercolor, to tell you the truth. I only started back into it this year. So it's got a bit of everything in this one. I like to draw, notes for classes. There's contour drawing, bits and pieces about, that was when I lived in Cambridge. And then I would draw a little about the day. So I went out for a walk, bought some cookies, snow early, and the trees weren't even empty yet. Here, I'll bring you in a little bit. And just draw whatever. Just whatever's in front of you, draw it. My boot. Oh, this was when Eileen was giving us prompts. So she would give us a prompt and we'd have to write or draw about it. So this one was shoes you are wearing. So Fibs Sketch-a-Day it was called. So at this time it was snowing, so we didn't wear shoes, we were wearing boots. Number 2 was pretty shoes you wish you could wear. Well, I wish I could wear them, but my dog ate it. I like to put a little bit of humor in my stuff. This one was sweater, just the word sweater, so I kind of made knitting and sweater to combine the two. A coat, that's coat for my dog, Coco. Pants, well, yeah. Can I say any more? Makeup day, so instead of makeup on your face, I just decided, no, these two kids were fighting, so Mom's telling them to make up. Relax and watch streams you have missed. Sphere, so I did a snowball. Cylinder, the cylinder of a straw, and the glass is a cylinder. Yeah, I did, Dee. Cuboid? I don't know. But anyways, it's actually, she meant something else, but I go outside the box most of the time. And there's a bone in your foot that's called that, so I drew it. Hexagonal, the bee in the hive. Triangular, well, a Toblerone, why not? It's triangular. Sun, and I put sunglasses and the glare that she would have in her sunglasses. Moon, well, you gotta make something a little different, eh? So made a face in the moon. Star, starfish. planet, so a galaxy and planet. Gemini constellation, that's me. Snowman, well that's where I got the other painting. That was in last year's file folder book. Angel, well I did a, you know how you make snow angels in the snow when you were kids? Christmas tree, well if you got a cat, you only have part of a tree. Art supply on my wish list, Luminance. Wet, I did a wet cat. Grumpy wet cat. And cold, I did this guy with a cold and he's got Kleenex up his nose. These were fun. Soft ice cream. Taste. Well, tasting a potato chip. Smells good, a rose. Fictional character. That's the one from, what is it called? Hobbit. My spirit animal was a snake. That kind of disappointed me. A place I would like to visit, and that was gardens in the UK. Gollum, that's right. Some things I would like to learn, and that's a tablet for Photoshop. My son knows it all, but I don't. He's living with me now, so he could probably teach me. Favorite season, spring. I need prompts. That's when, this is when Eileen was slacking. And everyone was bugging her, where's the prompts? Where's the prompts? Well, that's what I drew. And then bottle, well, caution, bottle up. Bottled up art critic. We want to keep them in there. And then book, and then I've got all the letters spewing out. Just bridge, one word. Bird, that was just a snowy owl, just the face. Boot, of course, being a gardener, I made a boot that has planted this is moss on it and then some hens and chicks in the top. Walnut leaf, strawberry leaf right there, but I couldn't resist doing strawberry shortcake. And then potato leaf, well, I had to make the space. Do you ever look at potatoes and they kind of look like they have faces? And then viburnum leaf. quince leaf. And then that's just a goldfish. I don't think it was a prompt. I think that's when she fell off the wagon and didn't give us any more. She got tired of doing it. Orchids, lady slipper orchids, pastries. My keys, a drop of water. And then just study of eyes. I love doing graphite drawings, and that was just hand writing. And that's mainly what I took in school, in art school, was drawing. Jellyfish, jewelry. Just a plain. Jupiter, a little mouse elephant. Oh, we must have gone back into it again after. Little mouse on elephant feet. Eiffel Tower. That was a hard one. All these little lines, thinking of the perspective. Egret. Egg. Why not make a hand cracking an egg? Mount Everest, and that was just more or less silhouette. Monochromatic silhouette. I did that one upside down because everyone has to do them upside down, at least one in a book, right? Valentine's heart. And that was a little creature I made up. Milk, apples, coffee. Well, that was Dede's doll she had on her table. Icicles. There's the icicles. Colleen, you were asking about icicles. There they are. I don't know if I did a video on that one or not. Some of these I did, but not all of them. Spoons, orange slices. I think this was a video. It was about line and different line work. Well, that's my stained glass lamp I have. And this is an orchid that I have with the container it's in. A candle, little basket with the dog in it on a bike. It's my pencil case. Springtime, so gloves holding a geranium. Sandwich. African violet. That was a Zentangle. Doodle, butterflies. Mask. Some candy. And then I started again with my garden. And I think I have all of these from now on have been filmed, so they should be on my playlist on every Tuesday. So, primulas, hyacinth for Cynthia, iris, bloodroot, I can't remember what that was called. Tulips, magnolia, rose, peony, different bud and then the seed pod. Lavender, prickly pear, and then that was the red hot poker. And this was actual, this is actually this Roseanne, but there's no paint or anything. This is actual juices from the plant when I squished it. So I just put it in. That's one of our escarpments on Bruce Peninsula. Tiger lily and some of Xandra's fantastic sun gold watercolor. I love that stuff. August. Grasses. False indigo and thistle. Fern. Queen's Anne lace. That was a watercolor. And I just put it on this, I think this was some sort of rice paper behind it. It was on my deck. Plants. Anemone, that's it. Thank you, Dot. Not thinking today. Dot. What are those? I can't remember. Daisies. In your members only, do you do actual drawing tutorials as well? That would be in the top level. A lot of people don't want to learn drawing. It's boring to watch, but I will be doing some. I did have a playlist for drawing to starter. It's in my playlist. I'll have to find it for you. Echinacea, thank you. Devin, thank you. That's right, echinacea. A storm we had, that was when we had a little tornado. Nothing like you guys get, but it's big news for us when we get a category 1 or 2. This was using gouache for the first time. Never used gouache before. That was fun. Apples. Well, these were when I started my fairies. So that was the woodland fairy. It's just on a green pumpkin. There's that little, this is just a copy of that. It was bigger, so I just sized it down and put it in here. And that was another one. I don't know where I put the, I'll have to look. I don't know where the real one went of these. That was another one I drew, and there's a traceable for that. There's traceable for these, all these. Learning how to color leaves. I think there's a traceable for this one too, if I remember correctly. Mr. Rose Hip. We were just playing with Rose hips and seeing what we could make a character out of it, and that's what I made up. And a little mischievous elf throwing crab apples at you. First snow. And the cardinal. That there's a traceable for that one too. Little marshmallow stealer. And you saw that. That was in the book. Traceable for that. Can't remember if there's a traceable for this or not. I think I just drew it online. And that was our last one. And there's a traceable for that one too. We Sing for Cheese. And that was for Janet. That's the end of that one. So they were fun. So I'll be doing more of the fairies and elves. I love doing those, and they're fun to make up. I love the challenge of drawing them up. I'll probably actually, well, we'll see. I might have to do a video instead of a live stream. I was thinking of showing you my process of drawing something up like that, but I can't do it real time because it takes too long. Redrawing stuff, like, 'cause it's not like I just draw the figure and bam, it's done. It takes a while for me to get the proper proportions, the right body form as far as emotion or whatever. Has to be standing a certain way, or it has to be telling a story to make it look interesting instead of just standing there. But yeah, I'll probably do a video on that one. Well, thanks, Amy. They're fun to do, though. But I am going to continue to do my file folders because I do love using file folders. They're great. It doesn't warp, it doesn't curl, it doesn't pill. They're great. And but I think I'm going to go about it a little different. I'm going to actually make a little booklet up first and then put the papers on, instead of figuring it out after or during that month. Yes, lots of hours of practice. That's the #1 thing. Enjoy what you're doing. Because if you don't enjoy the subject matter that you're drawing or you're learning, you're not going to do it. You have to enjoy what you're doing, and don't rush. Do not rush. Enjoy it. That's to me anyways, that's the main thing of art. It's enjoying what you're doing, not the finished result necessarily. Yeah, it's nice to have a nice painting or whatever done, but it's just taking the time to draw and enjoying what you're doing. If I want to do watercolor and acrylics, is this one membership? Is this one membership or different ones? If you just want to learn the acrylics, the second level will show you that. I don't go into too much other stuff than acrylics in the second level. That's the budding artist. On the blooming artist, that I kind of do everything. I do art journaling, I do painting, I do drawing, all kinds of stuff on that one. Plus, starting this new year, every month I will be mailing out a print of one of my art pieces for that level. And 2, just tell me what you want to learn. That's the best way. I know what I love to do. But, you know, it's tell me what you guys want to do. That's right, Dot. Exactly. A lot of times you dislike what you're doing. It's like, I don't really like that. And then you go step away from it for a few days and you come back and you look at it and you surprise yourself. I don't care how good you are, that happens to everybody. You have to step away because there is ugly parts of when you're doing art. There's the ugly stage in art. And a lot of times it doesn't get any better till the end. But you have to just keep doing it and it gets better and better. Oh, no, no, no. Ask away. That's what I'm here for. I love watching you do everything. I am. Oh, thanks, Debbie. It's fun. I took a lot of different things in art school, so I guess that's why I'm mixed media. My main area was drawing and textiles, printing, that type of thing. I took photography, developing photos. I don't do that anymore. And then I did sculpture too. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed sculpture. But the main thing is keep creating. Doesn't matter what it is. Just keep creating. You have to keep doing it because if you stop, you forget how to do certain things and you have to take a refresher. I've done that many times where I haven't done something for years and then I'll think, oh, I'm going to do that again, and you're kind of second guessing yourself. Well, gee, I forget how to do that. And then you have to relearn it again. So keep doing what you want to learn. Where did you study? Me? I studied in, it's called Beale Art in London. Not London, England. London, Ontario. So, let's see, what time is it? 8:15. Well, unless you guys can suggest anything, maybe you guys want to, jeez, maybe you guys want to go have a coffee or a snack or something before, who goes on next? Not sure. Love the snowy owl. Oh, okay. Lori's on next. Awesome. Okay. Thanks, Mary. And thanks, everybody, for attending. It was great to have you all here. And don't forget to leave a comment down below if you're wanting to learn something, because that's the best thing for me, is to see what you guys want to learn. I've got all kinds of stuff. I have pastels in pan pastels. I have oil pastels, watercolor, acrylic, colored pencils. Kathy, sorry I missed you. That's okay, Angie. It's recorded, so you can watch it again. So I think I'll let you guys go so you can all go take a potty break, and then we'll see you at Lori's. Thanks, Jilly. Thanks, Tracy, everybody. Thanks, Dede. Debbie. Awesome. Okay, I'll let you guys go. Sounds like my dogs need out. And we'll see you on Tuesday, 1 o'clock Eastern PM. And that'll be our watercolor Tuesday. Yes, stay warm. Although it's raining here, Rachel. It's supposed to be warm here. We'll see. And Happy New Year, everybody. I have a really good feeling that everything's going to go to the positive this year. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Be kind, be safe. See you later.